say that we are. This is Rock Nation, pledge your allegiance.
Welcome back to basics. This is KJ Training, and today we're going to look at one of the most crucial exercises, not only for muscle but for survival of the human race itself. It's the pull-up. Let's get right into it. Now, although you'll get back development from rows, pull-ups are super important, not only for your latissimus dorsi, but also for your biceps, for your grip, and for your core as well. So they're a multi-functional exercise which is crucial not only in a lot of regular sports, but also for helping add pounds to your main lifts as well. With the benefits highlighted very clearly, let's see how you can do your first pull-up if you can't do one yet. Your first step, the easiest thing, is going to be something called negatives. This is when you start in the top position and almost do the pull-up in reverse, which will still activate your lats. Let me demonstrate. You're going to start by using an elevated surface such as a bench to get up to that original top position, as so. Easy enough, and you're going to try and hold yourself there. And then lower yourself down as slowly as possible. The slower you can do it, if you find you're making progress and you can hold yourself for longer, that means you're one step closer to doing your first real pull-up. But if I demonstrate again in a bit more slow motion this time, you get up to the top of the bar, this is the position you start in, right here, chin above the bar, and you're lowering yourself as slow as you can. Easy enough, that's the negative. So once you can handle these negatives, you can actually go on to trying the pull-up for yourself. Before that, I recommend the assisted pull-up. You can do this on any machine at the gym, or you can do it just using a bench, or if you have one, which I don't, any friends. It's very easy because you can kind of control the amount of weight you'll be pulling up. A normal pull-up, naturally you'll be lifting pretty much your whole body weight, but this you can use as a degree of support. Let me demonstrate. Most people, when they use an assisted pull-up, maybe use basically this is used to kind of jack you up, as it were. So I'll step on this, I'll pull as much as I can, and I'll do the assisted. Then I'll go back down. And the one thing, I'm just putting a little bit of pressure here. You can put as much pressure as you want in order to complete the actual exercise while also testing yourself. So a set of assisted pull-ups might go like this. And essentially, you're just looking for ways where you can pull an increasing percentage of your body weight each time until you can go to the big step. Join the big boys in unweighted pull-ups. Let's get on to your first real pull-up. So initially, grip. It's going to be a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And for now, you're going to use conventional pull-ups, which is an overhand grip. You want to be focusing on pulling with your lats. Your arms are of course involved, as are your core, but the main muscle here is your latissimus dorsi, and you need to make that mind muscle connection when you first pull. What I like to do is, as soon as I grab the bar, I like to subtly tuck my elbows in a little bit. This helps me pull with my lats a little bit more, and means you don't have, your arms aren't flaring out, but instead, like when you're benching, they come in a little bit and they're at a very healthy angle. So you're in this bottom position, you've set yourself up, you've tightened your core, you keep your legs straight, and simply make that mind muscle connection and pull. You're going to go up till you get your chin over the bar, and then you're going to go right down again. There's an option, you can set yourself up on the floor again, or you can just keep going, but every time you want to get out to the dead hang. So what you don't want to be doing is half repping like this. Instead, you want to be pulling from this every time, the dead hang, every single time, whether your feet are on the floor or not, because you want to be avoiding using momentum, because essentially that's cheating. That makes the exercise easier, and if you want to squeeze out a few more reps, fair enough. But overall, when you start out, you want to put yourself in those good habits. There's a couple of variations, of course, of the pull-up. One is the chin-up. So if you can't do a pull-up yet, this actually might help you. Say if you're a curl bro maybe, you've been training arms a lot, The chin-up uses, of course, a few more biceps. Activates the bicep muscle a little bit more, brings it a little bit more into it. And personally, I was doing 5 chin-ups before I could even do a pull-up. It's the same thing. The grip's a little bit narrower, as you can see, and you've got supinated grip. Just reverse the grip, but you're still focusing on your lats. Your biceps are going to be more involved, but the main principle of the exercise remains in that you are pulling with your back. Easy enough, same principles, and down again. That's the chin up, that's the pull up, and that's exactly how to pull out. So once you've started repping out your unweighted pull-ups, maybe you can do 3x8, 3x12 fairly easily, it's time to add a bit of weight to the mixture. Now in most gyms there's a specialist belt where you can hook on plates to them, but we're going to go caveman in my gym and essentially hold it between our feet. As you say, it's much the same thing. All you're doing is adding weight, and what the benefits of this is that it puts a lot more muscle onto it because you're putting a lot more resistance, you're still having the volume, but if you carry on doing unweighted reps till you can make 50, you won't really be putting on any muscle, which means adding plates, adding weight is extremely important and quite frankly extremely satisfying. You turn up to a gym, you count a couple of plates, you start repping some pull-ups, you're king of that gym. And I'm king of this gym because I'm the only one who attends it. Now the pull-up comes in between being a supplementary exercise and a core exercise of itself. That means, especially when we regard the latter, there's going to be some limiting factors if you can't do more pull-ups. For example, your back may be strong enough, but your core may not be. You may be shaking a lot. So for that, you're just going to have to put in more ab work, more isolation work in the gym. However, a lot of people have the problem of grip. They're not able to hold the bar long enough to actually fatigue their back, which is why they have to use straps, chalk, etc. Now that's a legitimate thing, but if you want to be more raw, if you want to train your grip, because training your grip is extremely important for other exercises as well, the simple thing to do, and it's one that I actually use as a warm-up and cool down after I pull up, is to essentially just dead hang from the bar. This will really work your grip, and it's simple, you're just lifting your body weight from the bar. I recommend doing this after you pull up, as to not fatigue your grip for the pull up, but it's extremely useful. It's going to carry over not only to this, but also to the deadlift, rows, pretty much all back and leg exercises. That will help you a lot.
Yo, wonder what the kid is baking up. Add a little secret ingredient, they're needing something for waking up. My flow was caffeine and I'm the black king of spades among smaller